I'm Captain Untamed Oracle, and we're going to get into the neurology of a seer. Seer's neurological energetic system is set up different than most people. So modern neuroscience confirms what mystics have always known. Certain humans are wired differently. Mirror neurons fire not only when you perform an action, but when you observe someone else's performing it. In empaths and highly sensitive persons, also called HSPs, this system is hyperactivated. You don't just see pain, you actually feel it. You don't just witness joy, you become it. But mirror neurons are only the physical interface. The deeper mechanism is energetic resonance. This is the feel of the heart, the coherence of the biofield, the sensitivity of the fascia, and melanin as an antenna. Your nervous system is not sealed off from the world. It is an open receiver designed to pick up frequencies that other people usually miss. Hypervigilance is not only a disorder, it is a survival adaptation of the seer who is constantly scanning the environment for threats that cannot be perceived with the two eyes. When you are clairvoyant, which means clear seeing, and telepathic, direct mind-to-mind communication, that's not a supernatural thing, a superhero thing. That's a very real thing for a lot of us. And trauma did not shut it down, okay? It actually made it stronger. The problem is not the gift itself. The problem is the lack of training to use the gift, the lack of boundaries, and the lack of energetic hygiene. The next part of this, I want to talk about women as the original telepaths that the patriarchy feared. So women on average are wired with greater interhemispheric connectivity. That's the corpus callosum. It's often larger and more active in women. This allows faster communication between the logical left brain and the intuitive right brain. This is not a weakness. It is a biological advantage for pattern recognition, empathy, and intuition. Yes, I said empathy, and I know some men lack it. We're getting into it. But matrilineal societies and patriarchal societies do not go hand in hand. Women as oracles, healers, doula, priestesses, medicine women, we were guides for our tribes, and the patriarchy feared this. So a woman who can see through the mask of the king, who can sense the demon behind the priestess's smile, who can telepathically know the true intentions of a warlock. Such a woman cannot be controlled, so they systemically figured out a way to tame us. They demonetize our gifts and demonize them as witchcraft. Our sensitivity is borderline personality. Our anxiety is just being too much. And the collective field has been weakened because of this. Our primary value has been giving energy, giving time, giving our money, being silent, allowing the patriarchy to oppress us. The church, the medical system, the corporate world, all of these things are branches of the same archonic control grid designed to suppress the telepathic feminine. Now, this is the cost of operating in this system and not knowing how to stop overgiving. It's autoimmune disease, chronic fatigue, and burnout. This is an epidemic. Modern medicine cannot solve it. The statistics are staggering right now. Women comprise nearly 80% of autoimmune disease cases. Chronic fatigue syndrome, ME or CFS, we are 4 times more likely to have this than men. Fibromyalgia, lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, Hashimoto's, thyroid tumors, it disproportionately affects women. But why? Because the energetic wiring of a woman who is also a seer combined with patriarchal conditioning creates a perfect storm of energetic hemorrhage. You sense the pain of others. They call it mirror neurons, but this is the telepathic field, and you take it into your body if you are not aware. You are taught that your worth is in you being useful, so you give and you give and you give, and you never learn to truly receive. You absorb the demons of those around you, your partner's unprocessed trauma, his rage, your child's fear, your mother's grief, because you have no energetic boundaries. Your nervous system stays in chronic fight or flight, hypervigilance, because you are always scanning for threats, always anticipating the needs of others, and never truly resting. And the result is the body turns on itself. The immune system, exhausted and confused, begins attacking the healthy tissue. The mitochondria is depleted of energy. It cannot fuel the cells. This is not a mystery. It is a spiritual and biological burnout that is an epidemic. The seer who does not know how to close her field becomes a battery for the world, and the world drains her until she collapses. But we learn to pretend that we're okay. The psychological plantation of religion and the suppression of seers is a systemic program. Many seers are trapped in religion right now. The church is a psychological plantation where the gift of discernment is redirected to serve the institution. Pray for the pastor. Prophesy on command. Never question any doctrines. You're limited to the approval of the channels of your spiritual gifts according to the church, which is ran by the patriarchy. Paired with guilt and shame. If you see something dark, that's because of your own sin. Must have been something you did wrong. If you hear something, it's probably just the devil. See, the seer inside religion is like a wild mare that's existing in a stall that's too small. The power has been neutered. Telepathy is framed as discernment within the cage of dogma, but your clairvoyance is allowed only to affirm the thought form of the egregor, but to never question it. This is not spirituality. This is spiritual containment. Now, the burden of being telepathic in relationships is something we got to talk about, because ignorance is not bliss. There is a hidden layer of suffering in seers within relationships because we simply know too much. We sense the buried shame in our partners before they even speak. The fear that's hidden within them, the resentment that they feel that they don't communicate. We pick up on when a friend is lying. We know when a lover is detaching, cheating, or lying. We know when a family member is projecting their unhealed trauma onto us, even when they don't know it's happening. This is not you being paranoid. This is clairvoyant perception. It makes relationships profoundly more difficult because you can't pretend. Ignorance is just not available to you. You grieve losses before they even actually happen because you see the trajectory. You feel the pain of others as your own, even when they are not aware of the trajectory of themselves. You are constantly being triggered by energies that others do not even perceive to be present in the room. And without boundaries, this leads to isolation in excess. You withdraw so much. And we need community. Resentment builds up because they can't see what you see. And then burnout happens because you're carrying the emotional load of everybody around you. Now, the path of a sovereignty, let's get into that. The solution is not to shut down your gifts. My grandmother prayed for her gifts to be taken away from her, and it was. But energetic boundaries are not optional. You must learn to close your field. You can visualize a golden egg as a mirror to cloak you. Practice this every day. Do not leave home without doing it. Your body is your first oracle. Fatigue is not a sign for you to push harder. It is a sign that you have been leaking out energy. Learn to read your own somatic signals before you collapse, go into a flare or a crisis. Telepathy requires consent. So just because you can read someone's mind doesn't mean that you always should. Okay, so be ethical to protect yourself too. Sometimes I have to shut it off, especially if it's creating tension in my body. It will feel like an intrusion to other people, even if it's not. And don't wait on validation. The male-dominated world is set up around needing validation. As a seer, you know that what you feel is true. Don't allow yourself to be gaslit to believe it's not. Your sensitivity is not a curse. It's like a military spiritual upgrade to a radar system that ain't even been created yet. But it was weaponized by a system that was afraid of you and wanted to use you as a battery. It's time to reclaim that weapon and learn how to aim. Learn how to use it for your benefit. See, you was never too much. You was always enough. And the system feared you because of it. Your fatigue is not you failing. I know it be feeling like it, but it's the residue of boundaries that you were never taught to set. The hypervigilance is not a disorder. It's the survival instinct of a seer in the enemy's territory. And your telepathy is not a burden. It's the first skill of becoming sovereign. Now you must learn to close the door, to close the curtains, to say no, to let others carry their own demons, to rest without feeling guilty, to receive without feeling like you got to keep saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, because that's a sign. Seers cannot be burnt out. Witches cannot be depleted. Oracles cannot be trapped. Heal your field. Protect your peace. Protect your energy. And then, only then, can you turn your gift on. Learn how to aim it at a system that has been aimed to dismantle and cage you. This is the work that we do in the coven. And if you are ready to stop leaking and start living, you can join us. I will make sure that the links are available in the description. I also have ebooks that are all created to help you. And if you have a man who's open and willing, I got a book for him too. Because I really, more than anything else, I really want to see us happy. I want to see us healthier. And I want to see us feeling proud of the woman that our children are getting to experience so that we can truly end these generational curses. Up to this point, it's just been too much. It's been too much for us to keep going and pretending like we're okay. We're not. And that's okay. You ain't got to fake it till you make it. Okay? There's so much more that I could say. I feel like I've said enough. This was going to be a coven-only video. But after consulting with my guides, my divine self and the goddesses, they were like, no, make sure everybody who is ready for this video will get this video. So this is what we did. This is what we're doing. Make sure that you check the description of each video. I may be making some changes and restructuring the business. I may be reducing the amount of services that I offer. So if you want to go ahead and get in now, I can also help you to know what dark goddess is walking with you in this current season of your life. I have human design readings as well. I have a lot of different things over there, but that's not going to be available forever, just for now. In the future, most likely, my coven will be the ones that will get most of my energy and time. All right, y'all. So all links will be in the description. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And tell me, did I speak something to you that said something to you? I just want you to know you're special if you hear, because, honey, the algo don't be pushing me, okay? I do not be getting pushed like that. I give people real solutions, not just pointing out the problem, not running you in circles because intellectually I can talk about these things. No, I have had to live this, to embody this, to be this, and it has saved my life. I've ended many generational curses. So who better to do this than the Oracle? All right, y'all. Peace.
sacred, that sacred fire. We break the matrix, we burn